Hi, my name's Anna. Um, I'm an artist. I'm 27 years old, and I haven't really figured out my life yet. I think this whole, I feel this overwhelming, impending sense of doom that things are going to drastically change soon. Um, and it's just been really hard to cope. I feel like a lot of the systems that we've been catered to or playing to now are going to be irrelevant in 10 years. And it just really bothers me. Oh, if you hear that, that's my cats climbing on and off the counter. My counter's right here. I have coffee right here. So if I'm like this, you know why. So yeah, I'm not gonna edit this video. It's gonna be raw to the point. I'm just really sick of life. Things are getting stupid. I'm terminally online. Let me give you a scope of my history here. So I am, like I said, I'm 27. So I've been terminally online way longer than most, borderline Zoomer millennials. Okay. My folks were in the tech industry very early on. They're network engineers. And so I had access to a computer since I was like fucking five. Probably not normal. Um, Not normal at all. I have a lot of issues just with social anxiety out the ass. Not anymore, okay? I'm 27. I've kind of gotten over that slump of talking to people and engaging and being out in public and stuff. I'm typical in all that sense, but just figuring out my fucking life. I feel like I was a bird without wings and I was kicked off the fucking nest. And I don't feel prepared for anything. I don't have, an immense amount of skills. I can draw, I'm a damn good artist, man. But I work in traditional means. I do not work in digital. That's the weird thing about me, right? Is when I was a kid, I never focused on digital art. I would try several tablets. I tried, went out of my way to try different things. My parents gave me a lot of stuff. They were very materialistic people. But I just couldn't get myself involved with digital art very much. I have always stuck to traditional, and traditional art has always been my ultimate meditative process. And to think that in order to make it as an artist today, I would have to constantly fucking record myself and, basically sell myself to the masses constantly every day, showing my process, showing exactly how I make my things, every little minute step of the way of showing all of that, I think is incredibly fucking dystopian and toxic to our society. The fact that we do not praise privacy anymore. We do not praise a meditative personal process to ourselves. uh, I think is an absolute detriment and will lead to a lot of people going batshit in the next 20 years. Um, I kind of went on a tangent there, but like I said, I grew up on the internet very, very, very uh, early on. So I've seen it all. I've seen everything that I could possibly see, and I'm so nihilistic. I'm so like I'm not okay. I'm absurdist nihilistic, I would say. I wouldn't say that I go out of my way to, wish the worst upon the world. I'm not like so bleak that, you know, uh, I'm sitting in a corner rotting about it. I just really have fundamental issues with how our system works, how everything is done, and the inequality of anybody. And I'm just despised by it. I don't like living in the United States. I just don't. uh, I'm an artist, so it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do, right? I mean, I could travel abroad and do all these things, but with what money? With what money? I'd like to say that I'm good enough to, get my shit out there um, and travel and all this stuff, but the work that is involved to do said thing given our current circumstances, feels like a lot, almost too much, about too much, I would say. Uh, so, yeah, I have fundamental issues with how everything is right now, how life has become, and I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I do know how to feel about it. I'm just saying, like, I'm ranting. I put the fucking camera on. I'm loading out, all right? So, I wanted to make this video to see if other people had the same issue. I'm sure, there's a bunch of late 20s motherfuckers out there like me that are just like, what the fuck? What's going on? Living day by day, just surviving. And I'm not going to compare us to the Great Depression era motherfuckers out there. I'm never going to do that because those people had it detrimentally worse than us. I mean, we live in lavish comfort. I can make a K-cup coffee in 2 seconds. I can go down the street to my local Walmart and get whatever the fuck I want. But I'm not going to compare us to that, to the Great Depression people. But this struggle, this survivalism, this anti-piracy, privacy, sorry, this anti-privacy is going to drive us fucking nuts. It's, content creation, all of this stuff, just, feeding the machine in a desperate attempt to go viral in any means, way, or form. It sucks. And I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so sick of it. My mom is a quadriplegic. Just to add it, my dad recently suffered necrotized pancreatitis. So this year has been horrible for me. I've had a lot of breakthrough moments in how I, manage my stress and how I conduct myself and how I'm apathetic. I don't give a fuck anymore. That's why I'm making this video because I just don't care. What's my employer gonna see? My minimum wage fucking job, who cares? Gives a fuck. So, yeah, I have issues. I have a lot of problems going on in my mind. And yeah, so I have 3 kitties. They keep me alive. I have a charming partner that keeps me afloat, stabilizes me. Guy is like an optimist, he's like a hopeless optimist, like absurdist type of person where he lives in the moment and he takes every day like, oh, well, we just gotta do this thing, And sometimes it can be a little toxic just because I'm just so in like my head over bullshit and, clear circumstances are bad and bleak right now. And, sometimes he can be a little la la land, like, fuck it, let's just do our own thing. And I agree with that sentiment, but sometimes I can't just get away from that. I can't, I'm a little neurotic like that. I'm like my dad. So yeah. So if you guys have any advice or ways to get through this, or maybe any older people, 30s, 40s, millennials, Gen X, let me know how this shit pans out, because I know we are in an era of history. That's for sure. We are in an era of history. So, yeah. So if you guys want to follow me and subscribe to, my crap, I'm going to be making more videos like this, talking about my art, talking about other stuff that I have going on. I don't have any art in front of me right now to show, just because I just wanted to plop up the camera real quick and make a recording. But yeah, I hope things get better. Because things are looking bleak right now. All of us are one emergency away from being absolutely fucked. And I hate that. We have no safeguards, nothing. Unless your parents or your family can help you. And a lot of people don't have that. Whoa. Sorry. My almonds fell over. But a lot of people do not have these safeguards. A lot of people do not have these things. So, yeah, let me know. And I'll catch you soon. Bye.